How did this no-name YouTuber get a fight with Mayweather? Logan Paul, I can understand, but who the F is this guy? I mean, if someone came to you and said, listen, something that you've been doing for the past 20 years of your life, just do it again, do it for this money, do it against someone who can't even hurt you, and you're going to do it in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, away from America, away from everything. Yeah, it's going to be online, but people will get it after a couple of weeks. Let's react to Deji vs Mayweather. So this is crazy. This is the first time they've met. This is just unbelievable. To have Mayweather in any event, whether even if it's away from boxing, football, or whatever other event you would have had, that's big. To have him at his sport, that's just unbelievable. This guy's the Ronaldo and Messi of football, the Nadal and Federer of tennis, the Ronnie O'Sullivan of snooker, the Lewis Hamilton of F1. This guy's one of the best athletes in the world. And to have Deji here, I'm not surprised if he starts smiling. He's just going to smile. I want to see the face up. They're just going to smile. I guarantee you Mayweather's going to smile back. Look, yeah, Deji's just smiling. Why wouldn't you smile? When Jake Paul was supposed to fight and now Deji got hit. Man, this is jokes. This just shows the opportunity. I'm not even mad. If you told me to fight Mayweather, I would bite your hand off. I'd say just pay for my expenses. I'd train in the park. I don't need a gym. I would train in the park, no problem. This is unbelievable. This just shows the opportunity of social media, as opposed to just thinking, oh, wait, look, they're gonna smile. Look, Deji just smiling. Look, Mayweather's even touching him like, bro, relax, come on, we need to be a little bit serious about. They're just both making money, man. This is legendary. What are people saying? Crazy thing, this is happening. Deji's trying so hard to hold. Yeah, he's just trying to hold his excitement. This is so strange. Deji's the TB in YouTube boxing. Yeah, just fair play to Deji. What a great opportunity. But this is sad for boxing. I think, well, you could argue with Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. not happening because of whatever happened. That's not the best as well. And to be honest, in the current economy of boxing, all you have, from my understanding, is people not trying to fight each other because they're trying to protect their own. With boxing, you have all these different promotions. You have all these different avenues into winning belts. With UFC, it's centralized. If you don't abide by whatever UFC and Dana White says to either fight this person or fight that person, then you're out. And this is the only majority way of how you make money in MMA. But with boxing, it's different. You can be your own person, you can be your own promoter. That's why you have De La Hoya, he has his own promotion. You have Mayweather has his own promotion. Even KSI has Misfits Boxing. With boxing, it's a little bit different. So the leverage is with the fighter, so they don't need to fight each other. And as a result, for people who want to watch boxing, they don't fight the best fighters and they don't watch the best fights as a result. And you can say this is sad for boxing, but I think it's a bit weird for Mayweather to do this. I'm not going to lie. I mean, of all the people, he's just picking and choosing. I think someone just comes into his room and says, listen, do you want to make money? Okay, fight this guy. He doesn't know how to fight. You're going to make millions. And he just says yes. Well, why wouldn't he say yes? Deji's lost 3 fights and he's beat Fusi. That's nothing. But what is good is that he's never stopped trying. But again, for people saying, oh, this is just a shortcut. There's so many people who'd fight against Mayweather. People go train, they pay to train. These YouTubers and these influencers, they get paid to train. There's a difference. Paying to train and getting paid to train. There's a difference. I don't feel, is it sad for boxing? I feel like if you're a Mayweather fan, some people might be a little bit salty because it's like, so you're still fighting and you're still boxing. And I'm not expecting him to fight a fighter who's professional, but an ex-professional fighter. I think that's what he's done with Conor McGregor. But if people are going to pay, then that's where it is. That's what supply and demand is. But yeah, this is just amazing. Like, I feel like events are going to be the new big thing. In the UK, you've had football matches. I feel like football, there needs to be more events. You have Soccer Aid, you have the Sidemen charity match. I think there's going to be more around football. But boxing is much easier to also coordinate because there's only 2 fighters, whereas with football, there's at least 22 players you need to allow to be on the pitch. To him, this is what he's so good at this boxing thing that this isn't even risky. Again, you could argue with people who are maybe a little bit bigger than him and the fact that he's a little bit older. But with fighters like Deji and I don't know, some Japanese guy he fought. And even the interview, he says, oh, in the first round, I checked their temperature. What does that mean? He means I let him jab, I let the opponent jab. Depending on how hard the jab is, that's how the rest of the fight is going to go. And he's in full control. I mean, if someone came to you and said, listen, something that you've been doing for the past 20 years of your life, just do it again, Do it for this money. Do it against someone who can't even hurt you, and you're gonna do it in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, away from America, away from everything. Yeah, it's gonna be online, but people will get it after a couple of weeks. Why wouldn't you say yes? So even if he's broke or not, I don't hate it. I think that it allows people who don't know about boxing or who want to get into boxing because of Deji and JJ and that whole crew of YouTube, but also it kind of, for the people who are already watching boxing and seeing this, one of the goats of the sport, fighting someone who has lost their first 3 fights and clearly can see that he's only boxed for a couple of weeks, months, or okay, maybe a couple of years, but he's not a full-time fighter. How did this no-name YouTuber get a fight with Mayweather? Logan Paul, I can understand, but who the F is this guy? No name, have you been living under a rock? Yeah, in comparison to Logan Paul, Jake Paul, and JJ, probably you can argue, but again, he has 10 million subscribers, but again, he doesn't get those kind of views. Because Deji has the association with JJ, but also he has the association with Sidemen, and then all the UK YouTubers will promote it, and even all the international YouTubers will promote it. So, as opposed to thinking just Deji, you need to think about the tickets and the pay-per-views. They don't really care about influence, they care about money. And if people are going to pay to watch, then that's fine.